How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be making another display. In my last display video we changed up my display for the one right behind me, my Dragon Ball Super Superhero display. That one was really fun. Today we are going to be tackling the one right below it, which is my random anime shelf. I'll get into which figures and which characters I have for that in just a moment, but I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be more of a challenge. There's more figures to work with than in this display, so making a video of it will be a little bit more challenging, but I'm excited for it, and I've been wanting to change it up for a little bit. I was gonna do it off camera, but I was like, nah, I gotta put it on camera. At least look back at my process in the future and be like, did I do this correctly? Does it even look good? But yeah, let's get started and let's show off what I'm working with. Oh yeah, and I forgot, quick little shout out thing. In my Christmas haul, I did say that in a future video I would be repping my new sweatshirt that my girlfriend got me. The other one, the last one, was Back to Future, but in this one I got the Ichiraku Ramen hoodie. Super nice, one of my favorite ones now. But yeah, I just wanted to give that quick shout out. But yeah, now let's get on to the video. Okay, here are the characters that we will be working with today, and how the display looks at the current moment. So the figures we're working with are Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, the Super Saiyan Goku. I don't know exactly, but it's Super Saiyan Goku. Three Narutos from Naruto. We've got Naofumi Iwatani from Shield Hero, Luffy, and then Zenitsu. And then the newest addition to this shelf was, if you guys saw my hunt with Nerd of Tomorrow, I got Gabimaru the Hollow, so he'll be getting added into this display as well. So yeah, let me take all these guys out real quick, and then we will get on to the display. Okay, the first person I added was one of my Narutos. I really like him in the middle. I think eventually I'll add someone else. Like, I'm planning on getting the Rimuru Tempest from the time I got reincarnated as a slime Figma figure, and I think having him in the middle with like his wings and stuff would look really cool. But for now, I really like this Naruto in the center with the Rasengan. Having multiple Narutos is just so sick. Maybe in the future I'll get more, but three is good for now. But I like having him in the straight back with that. It just looks so sick. And then, yeah, let's get on to the next figure. Okay, it took me a second to figure out what pose I wanted to do for the next figure, or which figure I was going to work on, but I finally figured it out. I wanted to roll with this Gabimaru. I might switch up I think I might switch up Naruto's pose a little bit because they both have kind of like the same like knee and leg pose, but I might switch it up a little bit. But I'm really digging this Gabimaru pose with him. I think this is a Marvel Legends fire effect that I just have him like shooting out. I mean, he is the Set Ablaze Shinobi, so I had to have him with that. So yeah, that looks sick. I might change up Naruto a little bit, but yeah, let's head on to the next figure. Okay, it took me a second to actually find out a pose I wanted for Luffy over here, but I changed up Naruto a little bit. He's looking different from Gabimaru now. I think this is looking really dope with just the three of them in the back, and now we're gonna add everyone into the front. But I really like this cartoonish kind of run from Luffy. That's just how I see him, just being all like cartoony and stuff. Like the instant I think of Luffy, I think of him with like their Gear 5 Luffy, where he's like all white and he's laughing. So that's what I really think about when I think of Luffy. So I wanted him in like a cartoonish running pose, but I think it's looking really good so far. And yeah, let's head on to the next figures and we'll put them down here. Okay, so now I have Naofumi front and center. Rise of the Shield Hero actually is one of my top three favorite animes of all time. I love the story, I love the characters. It hits all the right notes for me. But yeah, he's in the front with a pretty simple pose. I mean, I like this figure and I don't really want to break it. I did end up when I first got it, it broke on me, so I had to get a replacement sent in. But I don't want to break it because it just looks so good. But I like having it in more simple poses. And here we just have him like ready to kind of charge, flipping his cape back. So that's really sick. So yeah, I think my plan is to add both Naruto's over here, maybe with some like clouds or something to show that they're clones, and then add the rest into the sides there. But yeah, I'm gonna start that right now. Okay, a bit of an update now. Um, I have both of my Naruto's up. I don't know how I'm feeling the cloud effects yet. Oh, don't fall, buddy. But I put them both up there, and I changed Naofumi's pose just to more vanilla pose. I feel like I'm feeling that a little bit more than the bigger pose just because it makes more space for more figures, and I only have 3 left. I've got Itadori, Zenitsu, and Goku left. Of course, I'll be adding onto this shelf more and more as time goes on, but right now I think it's looking pretty good. Might just need to fix these clouds. Maybe change this Naruto's pose because I like this pose, but I don't think it's like that good. Or change his to make his better. I don't know, but I'll add the rest of the figures and then I'll see how I'm feeling it then and maybe make some changes. But I think the next person I'm going to add is Zenitsu. Okay, I completely just was not feeling how it was looking after a while, so I'm back to just these 3 right now. I'm going to try to fit the rest in somehow. I just wasn't feeling that, so we're starting from this point. I'm still thinking Naofumi in the middle, Naruto's on the side, the rest thrown in as well, but I'm just going to start from here, and then I'll keep showing you guys the progress. Okay, here is how the display is looking so far. I like these puffs of smokes that are like the tinier ones, and I really like Naofumi in this pose, and I really like them in the back like that. That pops so much. Might move Gabimaru a little bit, or maybe adjust his pose a little bit, but it is really late right now, but I might pick it up again in the morning, but I still got 2 more Naruto's to pose with those plus the clouds. I've got Itadori to pose, which I have him in like this like crouching pose, like he's like stretching, but I don't know how I feel about that yet. And then I've got Zenitsu, which I don't know how I'm gonna pose him in here yet. I was kind of messing around with him. And then I mean, I have Goku. I don't know if I'll even have space to put him in right now with what I'm trying to do, but I'll just see. I mean, if I don't add him in, it's fine. I can leave him out. I mean, I have him in the other display up there, so it won't be that bad. But I think it's looking pretty good right now, but I'm gonna pick it up in the morning for day 2. Okay, and we're back, and it's day 2 now. I've thought a little bit of what I'm actually going to do with the display. I think I'm going to make a couple more of these. These are just like the stands that I usually use for my glass detolf and other stuff, but I'm going to make a couple of these, and my plan, hopefully, is to elevate the people who are already on stands with acrylic risers, maybe get them a little bit higher, and then I was thinking maybe putting the Naruto's on the stands, and then having the smoke underneath them, so they're like popping up from the smoke instead of like out from it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna make a couple of these, and then I'll be back with the update. Okay, so this is how we're looking on day 2. I made those stands. I didn't really find a way to fit them in properly, so I kind of just went back to like my old plan of putting the Naruto's down in the front. I might switch the clouds up maybe a little bit, but besides that, I think it's looking pretty good so far. I might also switch up this Naruto's pose a little bit. I want him more like kind of more dynamic maybe, but I think it's looking pretty good. I think having the people in the back on acrylic risers really helps them just feel more in there and not blocked or anything. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, I still got Zenitsu, Itadori, and maybe Goku to add in there, but I'll figure that out. But yeah, it took me a while to get them into poses that I was happy with, so I think it's looking pretty good so far. Okay, so here's how we're looking. I originally had Itadori on the left side, but I moved him over to the right. I think he fits more in over here next to this Naruto than over there. I think I might change up his pose a little bit, but then all I really have to do is fit Zenitsu over on the left side. I was gonna try to add that Goku like I showed earlier, but I don't think I really have a space for him, and I don't think he would fit in that well anyway. So I'm really gonna just put Zenitsu in there, and then once he's in a pose that I like, then we'll go over the entire display. Okay, so now the display is finally done. I didn't end up adding Goku like I said, but we're still really happy with how it turned out. Got the original Naruto in the center there with the Rasengan, Gabimaru with his fire, Luffy in that pose, which was kind of hard to get him in a good pose that I liked, but I think it turned out well. His shorts kind of hinder the mobility of his legs a little bit, but I think it turned out pretty well. Now Fumi in the middle with, I believe, the Viper shield, which looks really sick. I was going to have him with his regular shield, but I think this one gives a good pop of like goldish color. and then the two Naruto clones, which are pretty dynamic. I like the fact that they aren't the exact same, but it still gives more of a kind of equal footing on both sides. So that looks good, and I think the cotton balls in the back kind of work well for like the puffs of smoke that appear when Naruto's shadow clones die, and I think those like also appear when he makes shadow clones. So that's what I was kind of going for, if I remember correctly. And then Itadori over the side, which is the one pose that I'm like I could change in the future, but I couldn't really think of anything right now, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks overall. And then off to the left, I got Zenitsu. I changed out his hairpiece for the one with like the little bird on it. I thought that was cool. And then I took his sword out and like he's unsheathing it, but he's also asleep. I wanted to have him more in like a basic pose to match Itadori, but I also wanted him in like a badass pose. So I think it worked out pretty well. And yeah, I think the display overall came out really well, and I'm excited to add more figures to this. I mean, I know Amazing Yamaguchi just announced they're doing One Punch Man figures not too long ago. Figma's got some, like I was saying earlier, like Rimuru Tempest from the time I got reincarnated as a slime. They've got Vinland Saga figures and different stuff like that. So I'm excited to add more to this shelf, but overall, I think it looks good. And let me stand back a little bit so you guys can see the overview. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this display came out, and let's get to the outro. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer than I was expecting, but it did take me 2 more days. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was kind of expecting this though. I was more figures to work with, but a bigger challenge, trying to get them all in dynamic poses that I really enjoyed. This will probably not be the last time you see me tinker around the shelf. I mean, like I said, I'm going to be getting more figures for it, so once I get more figures for it, I'll have to change things up. But I do really like how it turned out. I especially love Naruto, Luffy, and Gabimaru in the back, all on those stands that I think they all the poses for them really pop and make the display even better. But I'm really happy with how it came out. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Let me know what displays I should make next. I mean, I have tons of displays. This is kind of my villain shelf. I got like the main villains up top. I've got an AIM shelf, which it would kind of be hard to do that one, but I've got like X-Men villains and Spider-Man villains, and then I've got like, or I guess this is the one I'm talking about, but and then I've got like the X-Men Fantastic Four shelf. I've got Avengers, like Spider-Verse, like different stuff. Spider-Verse one should be coming soon, but other than that, I don't really know what I want to start with next. So if you guys have any ideas of what I should do next, let me know. I'll think about it. I'll just try to process which displays I want to do and poses and different stuff like that. But I really enjoyed making this video, and I won't keep you guys for too much longer. I know this was a bit of a longer one, but thank you guys for watching all the way through the end. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you guys later.